Okay, students, now let us try to understand the next concept of unit number 1, that is understanding the psychology, wherein we will try to understand the methods of psychology now. So what are the methods which are available for us to understand the psychology? So these are the identified methods which are available for us. Even we have other methods too, but I would like to discuss as from the point of examination some 7 to 8 methodologies which are actually useful for you people. Excuse. So for that point of view, let us try to understand. Once I will read the methods of psychology which are available, and later we shall study them in detail after the once I read the methods. So methods of psychology are as follows. Like we have introspection method, we have observation method, we have scientific or experimental method, we have fourth one as clinical method, fifth one as case study method, sixth one as correlational method, seventh one was as interview method, eighth one as a survey method, and ninth one as a longitudinal study method, and the last one as cross-sectional study method. So let us study these methodologies, what they are, what actually they are speaking about, how these methods will help us to identify the behavior as well as the personality of the people. So in what way these methods are helpful for your profession is considered. So let us study them one by one. The first one is about introspection method. The name it indicates it is one of the important method which will help us to understand ourselves. First of all, we as an individual should know what we are, what our capabilities are, okay, what are our strengths, what are our weaknesses. Once we come to know about this, so there will be no disturbances at all, isn't it? So if you don't know who you are, means I'm not talking about what is your name. So we all know that what is our name, what is the father name, what is the surname, from which place we belongs to. That is not introspection. Introspection means psychologically we should know what we are, how we are, what are the best areas that I am strong in, which are the areas where I am very weak. So those things should have to be discussed, and those should have to be followed under introspection method. This is the term introspection is made up of two important words like intro and spection. Intro means self, spection means looking into the detail. So if you wish to see yourself in a detailed form, like which are your strengths, like what are your interests, what are your motives, and what are your weaknesses, okay, like that, everything you should have to understand yourself. That is what introspection, introspecting, understanding oneself in a simple form. It is a method which will help us to understand ourselves. So for somebody I may be different, but I know what I am, right? ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನಾವು ಜಡ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹಳ ಧೈರ್ಯನೂ ಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತು ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಬೇರೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್, ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್, ಐ ನೋ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್, what are my strengths, what are my actual weaknesses, what are the areas that I need to improve, what in which area I am very comfortable ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಮೋರ್ ದನ್ ದಟ್, the right person to judge one is the person himself or herself. Okay, that is what this method is helping every one of us to understand what it is. So introspection method, historically speaking, this method is the oldest of all the psychological methods which are available, which was formerly used in philosophy, but later on, due to its importance, usages, advantages, it was started using in the field of psychology too. Where what we do is we try to collect the data about conscious experiences of the subject. If I wish to study about myself, I should have to study right from morning till late night, till I go to sleep, what all the activities I used to do. If once I start writing them, I will come to know how do I spend the time. Okay, so how do I utilize the time, what are the activities I used to do, how many hours I am spending for the using of mobile, how many hours I am attending the classes, how many hours I am helping the people in the family, how many hours I am playing, how many I am watching TV. So like that, if everything is to be calculated, I will come to know how the time is managed. Like that, though the introspection method was started earlier in the philosophical point of view, later due to its importance, it was started using in the field of psychology. Okay, so we'll collect the data for we will not collect the data about somebody else, we'll collect the data about ourselves. We'll collect, and based on that available data, we'll start to get the analysis. Introspection means to see within oneself or self observation. It is nothing but in a simple form observing the self is what introspection. Intro means within, spection means looking into the detail. So if you start, I think there is a disturbance. I got a disturbance. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I was talking about introspection method. So it will try to, or it will help us to understand our own self. Okay, to understand one's mental health and the state of mind. This methodology is very, very instrumental and one of the best method, I can say. This method was developed by structuralist. So structuralist is a form of group which belongs to the psychological field. We have structuralist, functionist, like that. So these people try to discuss or describe the psychology in the form of structural analysis. That is what they are to be known as structuralist. So this introspection method is the contribution of the people who thought that structuralist psychology is important one, who defined that study of conscious experiences of the individual. We are the right people to judge ourselves, so we should have to identify, collect the data, as well as analysis what are the areas that we need to improve. So introspection has some advantages and even we have some disadvantages too. But anyhow, this is one of the important method of psychology, I can say. Introspection means looking into within, understanding oneself, understanding the same person. Okay, self-observation is the right word for introspection method. Next is about the second one, that is observation. Observation method may be familiar with everybody. Okay, I think probably we are all heard about this element. With the development of psychology as an objective science of behavior, as far its dimensions are considered, it was taught psychology is the study of soul, mind, consciousness. Then finally, it is accepted that psychology is the study of behavior. So when it is taught that it has considered as one of the important element of behavior, those that started believing in this. So as for the development of psychology as a form of objective science of behavior, the method of introspection was replaced. Earlier it was the introspection method was very popular, but due to the importance of observation, which is very objective in nature, as to conduct the experiments as well as to know some facts. Say for example, in introspection, if I am introspecting myself, as the method itself indicates, it is a method which will help you to assess yourself. I will not show what are my demerits. I will not discuss my areas of the problems. I may hide them, but you cannot hide them in observation method, isn't it? If you are observing somebody, you can easily identify how he behaves or she behaves, isn't it? So from that point of view, introspection method was replaced by this one of the important method called observation method. This can be done for observing human beings as well as the behavior of the animal too. So observation literally means not looking within, but looking outside oneself. So here in introspection method, observation is done within by the same person. Whereas observation, if you wanted to observe somebody else, there are 86 members in the class. Out of these 86 members, if I wish to observe somebody else, so observation can be done from my side, then it is known as observation methodology. If you are observing yourself, it is known as introspection methodology. Okay, observation literally means looking outside oneself. If I wish to observe somebody else, that is what observation method is. It is important also it is also important method because it will help to collect the data in almost all type of research methodologies. So research studies, whatever we used to call in the form of MPhil, PhD, or any research studies, they used to collect the data through the help of observation methodology. So now we are all talking about the vaccine, the uses of vaccine, either it may be Covaxin or Covishield. So the impact of vaccine is too good as per the observation is considered. So through the help of collected data, everything is analyzed. So the patients who are admitting right now, they may got less issues as if they are already got the vaccine, first or second dose. So the level of death is very less. 99% to level death illa anta experts used to say that. That is the importance of that vaccine. So that is only because to the help of observation. With the help of proper evidences that should have to be taught. Okay. So collecting the data in almost all type of research studies is done by observation method. So different type of observations are usually used in research. Sometimes we will observe directly. Sometimes indirect observation is also done. Now CCTV cameras are doing the same work in the school, college, or in public places, traffic signals. Okay, direct observation by the traffic police, CCTV camera by indirect observation, like that. Scheduled observation or unscheduled observation, natural observation or artificial observation. Like Big Boss is the best example for again artificial observation. Okay, natural means if you are free, but if you don't know, like Franks are done, Frank videos. They are they are also under observation, but they were not at aware that there were some cameras. Okay, so those are all the examples you can use. Observation method will help you to correct the data about some people, maybe the participants or non-participants in an event. But there are two important basic thing elements which are supposed to be studied for observation. One is just I will take 2 to 3 minutes so that I will finish it up. The first one is natural observation. Here, the natural observation, the observer observe the specific behavior as well as the characteristics of the subjects in a natural settings, and the subject does not aware that whether I was observed by somebody else. Okay, and the observer is observing naturally, but the subject that need to be observed, he may not have the natural, means he may not be having the information, specific behavior characteristics of the subject in natural settings, and the subject does not aware of the fact that their behavior is being observed by somebody. The teacher can observe the behavior of a student in the playground, okay, or in any other social gatherings without making him conscious. But in classroom condition, if the observation done, it is not natural observation. That is what participant observation. Participant observation is the second type of observation where the observer becomes the part of the group. If I wish to observe how your behavior is, I need to be a part of it, a group, which the observer want to observe everybody. So observation study is particularly very important and produces significant results on the development of characteristics of the children. No doubt that observation is definitely considered as one of the scientific technique of collecting the data as well as the analysis of the result, which will help to understand the behavioral issues or the problems. Okay, thank you.